Surrounded by machines, you feel as if you are the last human on Earth. You can't remember the last time you interacted with another person. This is a reality many people fear may come to pass. We live in an age of exponential growth for AI, and with it becoming more accessible to the public, I'm sure some of us have used it for one reason or another. It was this boom of artificial intelligence and its real-world application that interested me to delve deeper and look further into what it's truly capable of. This speech will cover a timeline of AI, its development, its current effects on us, and how it will likely continue to affect us in the future. I'll be covering the history of AI, some things about it today that have people worried, and where it is likely headed in the future. So what exactly is AI? Well, it stands for artificial intelligence. The way that we think about it, we probably think about it as a replacement to Google or as a tool to just do our assignments for us. However, professionally, its use cases vary. Since AI is such a broad field, depending on what you need it for or what it can do, it depends on who you ask or what it's being used for. Some of the certain careers that use AI are engineers, cognitive scientists, and computer scientists. According to, or as stated by George Whitson on his publication for AI, he talks about how for engineers, this means machines taking on tasks that humans would do. For cognitive scientists, this is computers building models for human behavior. And for computer scientists, this is the things or the programs that we probably know the best. These are programs that exhibit intelligent behavior, whether this be planning out your day for you, translating things for you, or how we probably use it the most as to act as an expert on a subject. So how exactly did AI come to be? Well, we have to think back to the first ever digital computer back in the 40s, and its mathematical reasoning and way of thinking that inspired people. So first think about the first concepts of AI. According to Mrinmoy Roy, a PhD scientist in his study on the origins of AI, it wasn't until British polymath Alan Turing first devised or thought of the question that if we as humans are able to think or to use our available knowledge and reasoning to solve problems, why couldn't machines? In an article from The Guardian, it talks about how AI learns like kids by using things such as rewards and punishments, believe it or not, as well as being able to rewrite and modify its own code. All three of these things are important aspects of artificial intelligence today. One such display of artificial intelligence and its power to the world was back in the 90s when a chess program known as Deep Blue went up against the current grandmaster at the time of 21 years. And well, it beat him pretty easily. In the ways that he said, in his words, he said the machine played like a god, displaying its intelligence to the world. However, while yes, specialized AI are good at the one things that they're capable of, they don't have that many applications for the rest of us as normal people, as they can only do one thing. So they aren't really a good benchmark for what AI can do. However, nowadays, the most notorious AI is ChatGPT, as we all know. It classifies as a generative AI. As the name suggests, it generates. It does this through getting data from the internet, from texts, articles, movies, songs, images, art, etc. And it then uses these things to create its own things. It can create job applications, it can create poems, essays, its own movie scripts, images, and art. However, these last two things differ from the rest, as the use of them in AI, or the use of AI in them, brings them controversy. Is artificial intelligence capable of creativity and creating art? As I'm sure a lot of us have probably seen AI art on the internet before, then yes, the answer to this question is yes, it is capable of it. However, then the harder question to ask is this real art? The ethics of using AI in artwork is a heavily debated subject today, with people arguing that the use of AI in things such as documentaries to protect the identities of people that would rather get in trouble for participating in them, as well as for it being able to recreate historical images or landmarks that no human could do better than this machine, warrants being able to use it, as stated in an article by The Guardian. However, on the other side, people talk about how AI puts people out of jobs. It puts writers out of jobs, it puts artists out of jobs, all for the sake of cutting costs. And it could even diminish the quality of the work and even be considered an insult to the art form by many. One such famous instance of this was actually at this year's Oscars, where the winner of the Best Actor of the Year award went to someone who had used AI to enhance his performance, setting a concerning precedent that if someone could win an award for a performance that wasn't 100% theirs, then in what other ways could AI diminish authenticity? And it is this fear of diminishing authenticity that brings us to the very real possibility of the weaponization of deepfakes and conjuring fake images on the internet. We unfortunately live in an era where people believe anything nowadays. So with The possibilities for misinformation to spread are endless, whether this be for people to elevate themselves, push an agenda, or bring others down. It is important to be made aware that this is a very real possibility. While yes, these are well within the realm of possibilities for AI, and in its capabilities, it obviously isn't its intended use case. So then what is its intended use case? What is possible for AI in the future? Well, one of the many fields that was affected by AI, as we all know, is education. With the seemingly endless access to knowledge at our fingertips through the use of AI, while yes, a lot of people use it to just cheat and get a quick grade, just as easily as it's able to be used to cheat, it is also able to be used to learn and truly elevate our minds. It is being explored in how it can be used in education, as published by Drs. Lorraine Bennett and Ali Absalom on their paper of the use of AI in higher education. They talk about the very essence of AI, how it uses data to carry out the tasks that it is given. So what if we as students gave it our own data? And what I mean by this is just gave it the data, like how we learn best, how we truly get information in our heads, how it sticks with us. Imagine having every student having their own personal tutor that knows their needs best. This is one of the many things that is being explored for AI in the use of education. Another such field that is being explored, or the capabilities of AI is being explored in, is in medicine. In this case, cancer research. Cancer researchers are exploring the capabilities of AI in current events, as well as what it can do in the future. One such thing that it explores is in Cancer Science 2025, it talks about medical image analysis. Essentially what this is AI clarifying images through getting rid of shadows, getting rid of deformities or distortions. So then researchers and doctors could better understand what is being presented in these images, and they could help them better diagnose and be correct about what it is that they're looking at. One other such thing that they explore is the possibility of using AI to predict and diagnose diseases well ahead of time. In one such famous instance, AI was actually able to diagnose breast cancer seemingly 4 years before it would actually happen. So with this implication, the possibilities of what AI can continue to do for us are endless. As the speech is wrapping up, and I have gone over the past, present, and future developments of what AI is capable of, how living with it affects us now and how it will continue to affect us in the future, as we learn to live with AI, it is important to stay informed. Thank you.